Welcome to Little Big Mouth. Of all the presidents of America, President Trump likes to measure himself against Abraham Lincoln. In different occasions, he has compared himself favorably to the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most famous and influential persons in the world. He has abolished slavery in America. He said, "Whatever you are, be a good one." He has a strong religious view. He once said, "My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right." We are not going to compare Donald Trump with Abraham Lincoln. Let's look closely at the life of Abraham Lincoln. Can you imagine 200 years back from now? His parents' religious belief helped him to understand what is wrong and what is right. Abraham Lincoln was taught how wrong slavery was. He lost his parents at a very early age. He moved to Indiana and worked hard. His thirst for knowledge and hard work helped him to become a self-trained as a lawyer. He had a humble beginning. He was a captain in Black Hawk War. Some unfortunate happened when he was 21 years old. He was a failure as a businessman. At the age of 22, he lost in legislative election. At the age of 24, his lover Anne Rutledge died. This sad event left Lincoln severely depressed. He was influenced by people's issues and stand for public. Abraham Lincoln's favorite hobbies were reading and writing. He taught himself most of the things as a lawyer, developed a capacity for quick thinking and public speaking. No one imagined he was going to abolish slavery one day. He didn't give up hope, never in his life. When he was 25, he ran again for office, but this time he won and served 4 terms in the Illinois House of Representatives. He married Mary Todd in 1842 when he was 33 years old, and then they had 4 children. If you visit Springfield, Illinois, you can see the house of Abraham Lincoln. Admission to tour the house is free, but the tickets are issued on first-come, first-served service and often fill up quickly. They lived in Springfield House for 17 years. After he served House of Representatives, his wish was to serve the entire United States. At the age of 45, he had to face failure in becoming a senator. At the age of 47, he failed again in becoming a vice president. He lost the election, but debating with Douglas gave him a national reputation that won him the Republican nomination for president in 1860. His debate with Steve Douglas gained him popularity among Americans. Even Abraham Lincoln failed the election, but the debates made him famous and set a stage for his campaign for the presidency of the United States. At the age of 52, 1861, he finally became the 16th president of the United States of America. If Abraham Lincoln ever gave up in those times, he wouldn't achieve the title, the 16th president of the United States. Abraham Lincoln became famous by abolishing slavery. Slavery was an existing system at that time. Slavery is a condition which one human being is owned by another. A slave was considered by law a property or chattel and was deprived of most ordinarily held by a free person. After he was elected, the Civil War started. The South began splitting away from the United States. Abraham Lincoln always believed all men are created equal and the slave system was wrong. The South was not ready to accept Abraham Lincoln. The Civil War began in 1861 and went on for 4 years. January 1st, 1863, Abraham Lincoln was issued an Emancipation Proclamation that declared forever free those slaves within the Confederacy. He changed all history of America. What he learned from the Bible is to see all human as one. At the time he became 16th president, he saw all American as one. In other words, he saw all American as a human. He abolished slavery, freedom for all. Lincoln's famous speech was the Gettysburg Address. He closed the speech by saying that, quote, "We highly resolve that these dead shall not have dead in vain, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." He led the Union during a tough period. 2 years later, the Union won the Civil War. A man named John Wilkes Booth shot Abraham Lincoln in Ford Theater. The reason for killing was the Confederate States of America lost the war. The loss of Americans broke in millions of Americans' hearts. Today we can see Abraham Lincoln's face in a $5 bill, in a cent, and everywhere. We even heard Donald Trump compare himself against Abraham Lincoln. If you ever visit Washington, D.C., don't forget to visit Lincoln Memorial. It's an American national memorial built to honor the 16th President of the United States. That's it for today's video. Thank you for listening to Little Big Mouth. If you liked the video, like and share. Make sure you also subscribe to our channel, Little Big Mouth.